What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is EJ. If you haven't been here before, it's nice to meet you. I'm sitting in my beloved bugeye right now. I pulled it outside of the shop. The sun is out to play. You guys, it's March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. And it's 72 degrees. So I am definitely taking this opportunity to do my body work because I have to do all my sanding outside of the shop because we have our printers inside, and it would not be good to get all that dust all in the printers. So that's why I have to do all my body work outside, but I'm not even complaining because it is a beautiful day, so I'm going to enjoy this weather while doing a little bit of body work to the Subaru. Do we like the new seats, y'all? I sure do. There's a lot to get into before I can start driving this thing and maybe even daily driving it while I'm looking for a new daily. In order to get this thing to be drivable, there are a few things that I have to repair slash replace slash fix, but I'm waiting for the parts to come in the mail currently. So that's why we're taking care of body work today. It's a nice day out. I'm rambling. Let's not let the daylight go to waste. Let's get into it, y'all. Let me give you a little quick haul of all the supplies I got from the store yesterday. I didn't really go in depth about it in the last video. Here are the EJ's Bodywork Essentials. We have sandpaper. I got the 5-inch sanding discs for the DA I used on my roof in the last video. If you didn't see that, go check it out. I got 320 and I got 50 of these bad boys. I definitely will not use all 50 of these, but these are always good to have. And then I got an assortment of sheet sandpaper. I got 320 to 800, and then 80 to 600, and 800 to 2500. And then I got another assorted pack of sandpaper, and this one came with a little block here. I like these ones because it's not so stiff, so it can form around curves better. And then I got some plastic spreaders for the bondo. Usually I find that these are kind of too big, at least for the small little dents that I'm fixing, so I like to cut these in half and then I have double the amount. Then I got some sanding sponges for like finishing touches. I got 1,000 and 2,000. Bondo, obviously. I just got a small little boy because I don't have that much to do this time. I did a lot last year. There were just a few dings that I missed, so that's what I want to fix up today. And then the DA obviously will help you out a lot. You don't have to have one, but again, it will just help things go faster and save you some manual labor. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get started. When I was ripping my wrap off and filming for you guys, I showed you how I took photos of the spots that I wanted to fix up on my car. So I'm gonna scroll through my phone and go through those photos to find the spots that I want to fix, as well as just anything that I can visibly see that needs to be touched up, and kind of go from there. So for some tragic reason, I decided to put quick releases on my bumper. So I drilled a hole through my fender, and I regret that now. So I'm kind of experimenting with covering this hole up. So I'm using some JB Weld. I just put a little in there for the first time. I'm gonna let that sit for 10 or 15 minutes, sand it down, and then reapply, see what happens. This is what she looked like before. So I definitely want to cover that up. I'm debating just getting a new hood because this has so many rock chips and imperfections, or I could just sand the whole thing. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. I just posted in a Subaru Facebook group asking if anyone has an O2 hood for sale. If there's a decent one with good paint, then I'll snag that and then just stitch this one and wrap the new one, obviously. Other than that, I have, oh, 3, I just saw another one. 3 tiny, literally tiny little dings. You can see it right there. Okay, I'm gonna fix that one. There's one up here. Let me find it. Hold on, I lost it. It's somewhere up here. There's literally a tiny, tiny little dimple up there, and then I just saw, which one was it? Oh, this one up here. I'm gonna fix that. Like sand like this stuff down a little bit so the edges are just smoother. I gotta sand this bumper. I had to take this trunk lid to the paint shop to get the holes from my old wing patched, but the problem is sometimes my car is stuck outside, and if it rains and it doesn't have a trunk lid, that would obviously not be good. So I just have to figure out the timing of how I'm gonna get my trunk lid to the paint shop so that they can patch it up and then get it back to me, all while this thing is not exposed to the elements of Mother Nature. I just found another ding. There, right here. There's another one there. Unless I want to just get a new trunk too. I don't think so. I'm gonna plan on fixing everything, and then if I end up finding a new hood, great. If I end up finding a new trunk lid, great. But if not, then it'll be fixed and ready to wrap. As the sun is setting beautifully over there, I smoothed down these bondo patches on the driver's side quarter. There are some tiny little patches I want to make on the trunk, and then 2 door dings on this passenger rear door. I'm going to speed through all of that really quickly though, because the sun is setting over there, and I don't want to be working in the pitch black, preferably, so I'm going to speed through all of that. But first, I'm going to show you how I mix my bondo and do all that stuff. Do note, I am not a professional. I taught myself how to do this on my car last year, and this is me doing it again on my project car. So if I'm not doing things in the right exact order or whatever, you guys, your girl is out here trying. I'm not an expert, but this is how I do it. It worked for me in the past, and I'm just showing you guys how I've done it. Enough of that, let's get this mixture going. This sunset behind me looks so pretty. Okay. I got a little repair kit, so it came with the hardener and this little plastic spreader. So, like I said, I just have some tiny patches to do, so I'm really not gonna mix that much.
Nope, nope, nope.
Well, there we go. Okay, that should be plenty. I don't really know what proportion to tell you for the hardener to the bondo, but I'm gonna put about that much. You want it to be like kind of a tan, light pink color. You don't want it to be too pink or red, because then it'll harden too fast. They call that mixing it too hot. It'll harden really fast and then be really hard to work with once it's on the car. So you don't want it to be over, you don't want to add too much hardener. And then you're gonna mix it in real nice. You wanna make sure that, that all of the hardener is evenly dispersed throughout the whole mixture. So I just go like this a couple times. It's kind of satisfying, really. Okay, so then once I have my mixture and it's all the way mixed through, looks like that. The color difference doesn't look that big on camera, but it's definitely darker than the light gray from the can, but again, not too pink. I like to keep a separate spreader just for mixing, and then my little small one is better for these small patches that I'm doing on the car. And then you don't want to wait too long in between when you're mixing it to applying it, because then obviously it'll start hardening. So then you just spread it on there. Like so. Okay, let me get there two real quick. Okay, that should be good. One suggestion I would have would be to keep this little mixing plate or cardboard or whatever you have, and then you can use that as reference for when you know when to start sanding. So like I'm gonna leave this how it is, and then I'll show you guys in 10 to 15 minutes. I will come back to this plate and we'll check out the consistency of the mixture, and then based on that we'll know whether to wait more or if we can start sanding. But until then, I'm probably going to just start sanding some other miscellaneous parts on the car, and I will get back to you when it is time to start sanding these spots. Quick update on the JB weld. It definitely is gonna take a few hours to harden enough to be sanded, because it's not just a thin layer, like I poked it in there. And then also, I showed you guys but I didn't tell you, I put a few layers of tape behind the fender on the other side of the hole to act as a mold for the JB weld, so that it'll harden to the back of the tape, if that makes any sense. Otherwise it would just fall through the hole. I'm not sure if that's the correct way to do it, but that is the way I'm doing it. I finished sanding on this side, so all of these tiny, literally tiny little spots that I patched up. I don't know why I put myself through so much work. Like that one's tiny, but I'm glad that it's done and they're all smooth. Alrighty y'all, finally these last two patches of bondo are ready to be sanded. I'm going to whip out the DA real quick just to knock the highest levels down, and then I will start with a 320. Preferably start with like a 200, but I'm out of those, so I'm starting with a 320 and then 400, 600, just to get it nice and smooth. I forgot how much I hated sanding. It's like not that bad until you have to do a lot of it, and then it just becomes like so repetitive and tedious, and I already know that it's gonna be 100% worth it because it's gonna look amazing once it's all wrapped, but in the meantime I'm suffering willingly, so I have no one to blame but myself. Here we are. I'm going to start ending tonight's bodywork session because it's getting late. I was wrapping another drag Camaro at the shop today, and then I started talking to you guys and working on this car. I'm pretty pooped, I'm going to, what am I gonna do? First, I'm going to, spray some primer on the spots that I put bondo, because in the next few days it is not going to be above 50 degrees. Right now it's like 60, 65, so I'm going to spray it now while I have the chance instead of waiting for another day and then it not being warm enough. So I'm going to time-lapse me doing that real quick, and then after that we might be packing up and piecing out of here. But I of course will let you know, because you're going to see in the next clip of what we end up doing. No cap, I was rewatching that last clip to see what my hair looked like in the video, and I realized I talk with my hands so much, and I have one person to blame for that, and that is my mother. When I was younger, I would like fall asleep on her arm or something at like a family member's house, and she would be over here talking with her arms like this, so I could never sleep. Oh my god, I am my mother. Love you, Mom. By the way, I'm using a filler and sandable primer from Rust-Oleum, baby. In true EJ fashion, I have, I have you mounted on my tripod, and then you're also leaned up against my Red Bull can. But also, I have blue dust all over my face. And what we're gonna do is just wipe it. I'm gonna shower when I get home. It's fine. This is just a temporary thing for the outro for you guys. Okay, I'm done. Alrighty, you guys. That was slick, huh? Hello? Rude. Alrighty, you guys. That is today's video. Today we got done all of the bondo that I needed to, as well as some sanding. I have a little bit more sanding than I need to do at a later date. Is this light bothering you? I'm so sorry. I'm not going to move if it's bothering you. I'm so sorry, but I'm really not going to. I have to figure out what I'm doing with my hood. If I get a new one, then I obviously won't have to do anything to it. And if I keep this one, I'm either gonna sand the whole thing or just the worst spots that need it. I don't know, I haven't really gotten to the hood yet. But either way, we made some good progress today. So thank you for joining me, guys. I'm not sure when the next chance will be that I can work on my car, maybe this weekend, or if not, perhaps some night after work next week. Depending on the weather, that is, of course, because in Michigan one day it can be 72 and the next day it can be 25, so we will just have to wait and see. Alrighty, my dudes, I'm ending this video here. If you guys enjoyed today's video of bodywork and sanding and sunshine, we love that. Please give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below, as well as follow my Instagram. It is at ej.uwu. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are as excited for summer as I am, because personally, I literally cannot wait. I can't. I hear cars driving by. It makes me so jealous that I'm not out driving, but there are some very important things that I need to take care of first, so I will be doing that. And once that is done, then I can go and drive and enjoy my car, and I am so beyond excited. Alright, that's a wrap, you guys. See you in the next video.